Ladies, the only time that you're allowed to be selfish with your full chest is when choosing a life partner. And I'm going to tell you the reason. I saw a video on Instagram about a lady saying she's 35 years old. I'm going to leave the video up somewhere. 35 years old. She says she has no job. She's not married, no children. And the first thing that came to my mind was calm down. Calm down. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the job aspect because I don't know. I don't have a job either. So I don't really know. But you see, the marriage and the children aspect, what I would tell any lady that comes up to me today is calm the F down. Calm down. And you might say, okay, because you're married, you're not putting yourself in this lady's shoes. You don't know how she feels and all that. You guys forget that I have a daughter, and it's the same thing I'm going to tell my daughter, the same orientation I'm going to give her. Like, calm down, be selfish, very, 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 very selfish when it comes to choosing a life partner. Why? Because, one, in Nigeria, I'm going to just be using Nigeria as an example in this video because I know only about my country, or maybe in Africa in general. Everything favors the men. Everything favors the men. The law favors the men. The system favors the men. The culture favors the men. The tradition, the police, the court, every single thing favors these men. So why not calm down and be very intentional about choosing a life partner so that you don't have to bother about these things, about you know, meeting the wrong person. And at the end of the day, you are left at the mercy of the court, you're left at the mercy of the system, or at the mercy of just of people. You guys, be very, very, very selfish when it comes to choosing a life partner as a lady in Nigeria because you don't want to get it wrong. You don't want to rush into it, and at the end of the day, it's nothing to write home about. At the end of the day, all the odds are against you. Everybody is against you. You don't want to do that. So why not calm down and get it right? The first time you try, you get it right. You guys, I always say this, that allow these men love upon you more than you love them, like way more than you love them. That's the only way. That is the only thing the man now holds, like the only thing, the only, what will I call it, the only upper hand you have in marriage is if your husband loves you way more. It's the same love that he has of you that is going to want him to keep that marriage. He's not going to want to, go outside and be a philanderer because of that love, because of that extreme love he has for you. If not, if he's looking at the society today, if he's looking at the culture and the way the people that say a man's nature is to be polygamous, they make everybody make excuses for men in this side of the world, in Nigeria. So why not be selfish? Why not calm down and be very, very picky when it comes to this men? Don't marry a don't marry a fulefu. Don't marry a useless man, because at the end of the day, you're gonna regret it. And I don't know, it doesn't just work in your favor at all. When the system doesn't work in your favor, when the country doesn't work in your favor as a woman, what do you now have left? I know of women that fight these things in the court of law, and at the end of the day, the men win. The only thing you can do for yourself as a woman is to come on Instagram and cry, and okay, people would donate for you or whatsoever. And I won in how many cases does that even end up well? You can just come on social media and cry. That's the only thing you can do for yourself. If you say you want to go to the court, If you say you want to report your cheating partner to the police, you know how they are gonna respond to that. They will tell you, madam, now only you they cheat on. I beg, go settle with your husband. You wanna what do you wanna do? What do you want to do? So please, it's only in the Western world that you see these things favor women. It doesn't favor us in Nigeria. So be intentional. Be very selfish. Choose yourself. Look at that man. Look at his background. If the background looks like something, or the family he's coming from looks like something that will not favor you as a wife, please don't go there. Don't try it. Don't even try to settle. That's just the essence of this video. Don't try to settle. So calm down. It's better you are old. Like, you know what I mean by old, as the country or people classify as old before you get married. It's better you get to that age and do it right and spend the rest. There's no rush to these things, honestly. Spend the rest of your life happy in a happy marriage. This same thing I'm advising you is the same thing I'm gonna advise my daughter, because there is nobody has your back as a woman in Nigeria. Nobody. You can be in a house today, give birth for these men, and at the end of the day, they take away the children from you. If you're a widow, they tell you you're the one that killed your husband, that you're the one that unalived your husband. So everything is up against us. So look at the family, look at the background, look at your in-laws before you say you want to step in. Look at the prospects of the man. Think about yourself very well. Think about your children, the children that you're going to bore or bear for this man. Think about them. Think about your future before you settle for any man, because if anything goes wrong, we are at the receiving side of the whole backlash of the whole. A man can stand up today and say he's going to, you know, if you and your husband argues and he stands up, leaves the house, goes out, have a bottle of beer, even do some other things after that, you as a lady ask yourself, can you be able to do that in Nigeria? Would you be able to do that? Now talk less of a mother. Will you be able to do that? If you try that, they will tell you, ah, this woman has committed abomination. So why not choose a man that is head over heels in love with you? Love, ready to love you, give you everything that the Bible has said. That patience, that kindness, that love that keeps no blames, keeps no wrong. Why not calm down? There are men like that. That was one of the reasons why I married my husband, because he was head over heels. If you ask me today, my husband was never my spec. I always wanted somebody, okay, maybe taller than me because I'm tall, but that love is what is keeping us going, because he's the kind of person that overlooks a lot of things that I do. I've said it before that he will go, I might have a very heated argument today, and the next thing he's going to buy me parfait, chicken and cheese, just to calm me down. That's the kind of person he is. So why not? I'm not saying I have a perfect marriage, of course, but we are both imperfect people, and I love that he has something. He's somebody that genuinely loves family. So find you a man like that. He genuinely loves his family. He said, my husband took that it is not good for man to be alone. He took it very personal, very, very personal. So he doesn't want to be alone. Find you a man that doesn't want to be alone. Find you a man that loves the idea of family, that loves his wife, would love his wife. Stop rushing in. Don't rush in just to rush out or just to be married. Do you get? Be selfish. This is the only time I always choose preach about selflessness, but when it comes to finding a life partner, I tell you to be very selfish. Be very selfish as a lady, because the odds are against you. Honestly, be very selfish to the extreme. Then when you now get into the marriage with a man that you have um picked, carefully picked or carefully selected out of the many men in this world, Yes, you can now be that selfless person in marriage, so that it is a give and take thing. I give you my selflessness, I give you everything. Then the man on the other side is giving, returning the same energy. Okay, please be selfish and calm down. 35 and not married and without a kid doesn't mean anything. There are people that get married at the age of 40, 50, and they have the perfect marriage. When you say, okay, you might say, okay, my biological clock is ticking, or what, science has made this type of thing very easy for us. Why not channel that same energy to just, okay, make that money, so that when they tell you, okay, you want to do IVF, you want to do surrogacy, gender stuff, whatever it is, you're paying for it. Channel that energy so that if it comes to bearing children, or you adopt, it's not that hard. Okay? Please be selfish. Be selfish, my sister. That's just what I came to tell you in this video, and I hope you have gained one or two from all this. I have your best interest at heart. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.